Hello and welcome students to the YouTube channel Biology Today. Today in this channel we are going to solve the questions asked in the common PG entrance test in the year 2022 of the subject Zoology. So today also we are going to divide this entire video into two parts. That is, this is the part 1 of the video, and in this part we are going to discuss from question number 1 to question number 35. So let's start solving. Question number 1. Epithelial tissues are always found immediately adjacent to connective tissues because remember students, the characteristics of epithelial tissue is they are avascular in nature. Avascular means they lack blood vessels. So connective tissue here is referred to the particular blood connective tissue. So options are lack blood vessels. Yes, this is correct. Can make exchanges with blood critical for their survival and function? Of course. So option B is also correct. So answer will be both A and B. They have no extracellular matrix. Yes, they have extracellular matrix. This is incorrect. Okay, so our answer will be option number D. Question 2. A series of functional changes that causes a sperm's tail to beat more vigorously and prepare its plasma membrane to fuse with the oocyte's plasma membrane is called capacitation. Option number C is the right answer. Question number 3. At gap junctions, neighboring cells are connected to the membrane proteins called, option A is connexins, option B is connection. Okay, here is a confusing word. Okay, connection will be the right answer for this. Connections are what? Connections are junctional proteins. We know there are three type of junctions. Okay, three types of junctions. These are tight junction, communicating junction, and anchoring junction. Gap junction is a kind of communicating junction. It helps in communication between the two cells. Okay, here this is a connection protein that is helping in communication purpose of both the cells. Next, moving to next question. Approximately how long after fertilization does implantation of an embryo usually occurs? It is about 6 days. About 6 days after fertilization, implantation occurs. After fertilization, the fertilization product, that is zygote, moves through the fallopian tube like this and reaches the uterus. While this movement occurs, the embryo undergoes successive round of divisions, and these divisions are called cleavage division, and it first forms a structure ball of cells that is called morula. After morula, then blastula, and then gastrula. Here you can see morula is formed in the day 4. In day 5th, blastula or blastocyst, both are the same word, it is formed. And after the blastocyst formation is complete, then implantation occur. Implantation means what? Attachment of the growing fetus to the uterine wall is called implantation. This occurs only after the formation of blastula. And once implantation occurs, this implanted embryo gets transformed into gastrula. Gastrula is what? Gastrula is again three germ layer structure. That is, it is having ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. This three germ layer structure is called what? Gastrula. Next question. Which bone cells are bone building cells? Bone building cells are called osteoblast. Option D is the right answer. There are 4 kinds of cells in the bones. These cells are osteoclast. Osteoclast are called bone reabsorbing cells or bone deforming cell or bone breaking cells, you can say. Osteogenic cells are what? Osteogenic cells are stem cells. Bone stem cells are called osteogenic cells. Osteocytes are what? Osteocytes are those cells which maintain the bone tissues, and osteoblasts are the bone forming cells. Next question. Supporting cells in nervous tissues are called, option A, that is neuroglial cells. Neuroglial cells are otherwise also known as glial cells. Question number 7. A sprinter would experience muscle fatigue sooner than a marathon runner due to what? Anaerobic metabolism in the muscles of the sprinter. Yes, this is correct. Anaerobic metabolism in the muscles of the marathon runner. Yes, that is also occurring. But sprinter is experiencing muscle fatigue sooner because of its anaerobic metabolism. Okay, what is the difference between sprinter and a marathon runner? Let me explain for the students who don't know. Sprinter are short distance runner. Short distance runner. Marathon runners are long distance runner. Long distance runner. Short distance runner, that is the sprinters, are trained in such a way that they can run quickly and cover some distance. And long distance runner, they do not need to run quickly as the sprinter can run. Okay, sprinter are having fast twitch muscle. Fast twitch muscles. They are having heavy mass of muscles, and these are fast twitch muscles. Whereas marathons are having slow twitch muscles. Slow twitch muscles. So, anaerobic respiration can occur in both the cases, both in case of sprinter as well as marathon runner. But the lactic acid deposition due to anaerobic respiration will be faster in case of sprinter, sorry, because they are running faster as compared to marathon runner. That is why, since the deposition of lactic acid is faster in case of sprinter, that is why they will experience muscle fatigue sooner. So option number A will be the right answer. That is anaerobic metabolism in the muscles of the sprinter. Next question. Collard flagellated cells that cover large parts of the inner chambers of sponges, helping in water circulation to continue, are options are porocytes, no. Choanocytes, yes. Option number B is the right answer. I told you previously in the solutions of year 2020 also to remember all the cells of the sponges. These are frequently asked, and particularly I cited about choanocytes. Okay, this is asked in this year. Flagellated cells which are helping in the circulation, which are lining the inner xylem, are called choanocytes. Next question. The coral species that builds reefs are known as soft corals, no. Hermatypic, yes. Option number B. Hermatypics are the corals which secrete what? Calcium carbonate, CaCO3. That is why they build reefs. Option number D is also correct. Polyp forms of the corals only build reef, but when the term hermatypic is here, it will be more appropriate. So option B will be the right answer. Next, question number 10. Rhabditis are present in the cells of the epidermis in case of turbularia of the phyla Platyhelminthes. Next question. Question number 11. Syncytial epidermis is a characteristic feature of which of the following organisms? This question was also asked in the year 2020. Again, this is a repeated question. Answer for this will be A. Ascaris. Next question. Biodiversity is observed to increase towards the equator. Of course, this is correct. Let me explain you what this question is saying. Biodiversity in our earth. Suppose this is the earth or globe. Okay. This is the equator of the globe. We are having latitudes and longitudes. These are the longitudes. Okay. These are the latitudes. Like this. This is the North Pole. This is the South Pole. Okay, biodiversity is observed to increase towards the equator as we will move from the pole towards the equator. From the pole towards the equator, we'll observe more of number of organisms residing near the equator in this area. Why? Because more sunlight is here, more sunlight is falling where? In the equatorial region, and therefore more livelihood is possible in the equatorial region. So as we move towards the equator from the pole, biodiversity is what? Biodiversity is the sum total of all the organisms found in a particular area is called biodiversity. That will start to increase from the pole towards the equator. So option A will be the right answer. Question number 13. Which of the following is correct for R selected species? R selected species. R selected species, remember students, they will have small size. Small size. Always remember the example of frog. Okay, frogs are smaller in size. They lay large of number of eggs at a time. Large number of eggs at a time. Large number of progenies are produced. Okay, and they have short lifespan. Short lifespan. So these are some of the characteristics of R selected species. So option are small number of progenies, small number of progeny with small size. No, progeny size will be large. Why it will be large? Because some of the organism will only get the opportunity to survive up to adulthood. That is why R selected species are also called opportunistic species. Small number of progeny, no. Large number of progeny, yes, this is correct. With small size, yes. Large number of species with small size. So option number C will be correct. That is large number of progeny with small size. Next question. Shannon Diversity Index takes into account the number of species living in a habitat and their relative abundance. Absolutely correct. Second, considers evenness only. Considers only evenness. No, not only evenness. Shannon Diversity Index considered evenness as well as abundance, both. Okay, not only evenness. Only evenness will be incorrect. Both A and B. Okay, if we are saying both A and B, this can be a possibility. So option number C will be right. And remember the formula for Shannon Diversity Index, that is H. Shannon Diversity Index is represented by H, that is equal to negative summation of Pi ln Pi, where Pi is the relative abundance. Relative abundance. That is Pi is equal to n by n, where small n is the number of a particular species and capital N is the total number of species. Total number of species. Remember the formula, students. This might be asked in the future examinations. And also remember Simpson diversity index. If Shannon index is being asked, there is a 100% chance that Simpson diversity index can also be asked. Next, question number 15. Lectins are protein specific to what? Lectins are protein specific to sugar. Option number B will be the right answer. Even if you don't know the answer for this particular question, you can use common sense and can solve the answer. Here, why I'm telling you, because here it is given lectins are protein specific to. Okay, there should be only one option over here. Either it can be protein, sugar, carbohydrate, or enzyme. But what it is given in the options, sugar specific to. You are already asking in the question lectins are protein. Then why you are asking again lectins are sugar? Okay, it is obvious that lectins are proteins and option number B will be the right answer. Next, question number 16. Error-free repair of double-stranded DNA breaks occurs in homologous recombination. That is option number C is the right answer. Next, question number 17. In eukaryotes, mismatch repair mechanism is initiated by double-stranded breaks, no. Strand-specific nicks, no. Acetylated DNA strand, no. Methylated DNA strand, yes. Mismatch repair mechanism is initiated by methylated DNA strands. Question number 18. The molecular basis of Mn blood group system in human is difference in the amino acid sequence of glycoprotein. Yes, option number A is the right answer. Next, question number 19. Based on the abundance of species in different communities provided below, indicate which of the following statement is true. Let's read out the options. Option A is community 1 has highest diversity. Okay, for analyzing diversity, we must look at the variety of species. What are the variety of species we are having in community 1? Okay, community 1 is having some members of species A, B, C and D. 2 is also having some members of A, B, C and D. 3 is also having some members and 4 is also having. Okay, so it will be wrong to say community 1 has the highest species diversity. It would have the highest species diversity if some extra variety of species, like for example, let's say species E is also present or species F is also present. If that would have been the case, then we can say that community 1 has the highest species diversity. So option A is wrong. Next, option B. All four communities have the same diversity. Yes, just now we saw the variety of species is same. Like all the communities like 1, 2, and 3 and 4, all are having variety of A, B, C, and D. So variety is same. So species diversity is also same. Although the abundance or species richness is different, but where species diversity is same. So option B will be the right answer. Next, question number 20. Wildlife Protection Act 1972, option A is protects endangered species of wild animals and plants. Yes, this is correct. But it is not specified that it will protect endangered species. It is not specified like that. Prevents trade. Yes, it is specified that it will prevent trade. Number 3 is allows poaching. No, it prevents poaching. Option D is all of the above. This is also wrong. So, in my opinion, the most appropriate option for this will be option number B, that is prevents trade. Next, question number 21. Aribada refers to, okay, Aribada is a very interesting phenomenon that occurs in Odisha also, in the coast of Odisha, particularly in the Gahirmukha region and Rushikulya river of the Ganjam district. There occurs this Ariveda phenomenon occurs there. What happens? Ariveda is basically a phenomenon where mass nesting occurs. Mass nesting. Mass amount of eggs are laid. Okay, this is done by the olive ridley turtle. So option A is here. Mass nesting of olive ridley turtles is called Arivada. Here you can see in the picture large number of turtles in the year 2020, particularly around 3 lakhs 20,000 something turtles came to nest there. So this was an interesting phenomenon which was observed in the year 2020. Next, question number 22. Two mutant animals with white eyes were crossed. Okay, let's do it simultaneously. All the F1 progenies had red eyes. What is given? White-eyed individuals were crossed. Okay, suppose white and another white. They were crossed. And in the F1 generation, what we obtained? Red-eyed individuals. Okay. When F1 was selfed, it produced progenies with white and red eyes. Okay. If we are selfing F1, then we are getting progenies of red as well as white-eyed. Okay. On the basis of the information provided, which of the following is correct? And here, one more thing it is given. The ratio of white-eyed and red-eyed individual is 9 is to 7. This is the biggest hint over here. The ratio is 9 is to 7. This is, if you remember, is the epistatic ratio of duplicate recessive epistasis. 9 is to 7 is the epistatic ratio for duplicate recessive epistasis, or you can say complementarity. Complementarity. Okay, so obviously this is a non-Mendelian inheritance. So let's read out the options. Option A is mutation in parents are allelic. No, allelic inheritance is seen in case of Mendelian inheritance. The question is talking about non-Mendelian inheritance. Option A is incorrect. Option B, mutation in the parents are non-allelic, of course. This is correct. Okay, option B will be the right answer. Mutation in the parents are linked. No, linkage is not a possibility over here. None of the above, no. So option B is the right answer. Next, question number 23. Antigen antibody reactions detected by precipitate formation on an agar gel is option A is immunodiffusion assay. Okay, this is the right answer. All the other options are wrong. Next, question number 24. The reaction that leads to the formation of amino acids from TCA cycle intermediates are carboxylation. No, carboxylation is the process of adding carbon dioxide. So this is wrong. Isomerization, no. Transamination, yes. This can be a right answer. So here you can see a transamination reaction in which a TCA cycle intermediate I have shown here, alpha ketoglutarate. That is what it is doing here. alpha ketoglutarate is getting added with an L amino acid, where the amino group is getting transferred to the alpha ketoglutarate and glutamate is formed. So what is happening? Glutamate is formed from alpha ketoglutarate, and this process is called transamination. Transamination is what? Transfer of amino group from one amino acid is called transamination. This is what is happening over here. So option number C is the right answer. Question number 25. Match the following. Group 1 is here. Okay. Nuclear receptors. Nuclear receptor are present for thyroid hormones. You know the thyroid hormones are lipid soluble. These are steroid hormones, and they cross the plasma membrane and reach where? Reach the nucleus where they find their receptor. So nuclear receptor will be the right option for thyroid hormones. So P3, here it is given. Only one option is P3. O1, let's see. GAP for inactivation of G protein. GAP stands for GTPase activating protein. Okay, this can be a possibility. CGMP, cyclic GMP, receptor guanyl cyclase. Yes, this is also correct. And receptor tyrosine kinase, for receptor tyrosine kinase is reception of insulin signal. Yes, this is correct. So option number A will be the right answer. Next, question number 26. Methemoglobinemia is caused by the drinking of water contaminated with option number A, that is nitrate, will be the right answer. Next, question number 27. In a chi-square test, what will be the degree of freedom for a contingency table consisting of 3 rows and 2 columns? Okay, the formula for degree of freedom is the sample size minus 1. But here it is given 3 rows and 2 columns. For this type of question, that formula will become DF, degree of freedom, is equal to column minus 1 multiplied by row minus 1. So we can put the values in the formula. So we will get number of columns is 2, 2 minus 1 multiplied by 3 minus 1. Okay, the answer will be 1 into 2, that is equal to 2. So option number A will be the right answer. Next, question number 28. When ligand-gated ion channel opens, ion moves through these channel under the influence of electric field of the membrane potential only? No. Concentration gradient of the ions only? No. Combined influence of electric field and membrane potential? No. For the movement of ions particularly, we read in the year 2020 question also that ion movement is always done by active transport. So we need metabolic pumps for moving the ions. So option D will be the right answer. Next, question number 29. Neural modulation frequently works via second messengers that activate dash dependent kinases to phosphorylate a protein. Okay, for activating of kinases especially, we need CAMP. So option number C will be the right answer. Let's see how. Here you can see, here is the cell surface receptor. Okay, surface receptors receives the signal from the hormones, that is the first messenger, and this message is transferred to the G protein. This G protein undergoes a configurational change, and that then induces a second messenger to activate. This cyclic AMP is the second messenger over here that activates the protein kinase. So this is what is asked here in the question. So CAMP will be the right answer. Question number 30. Stem cells that can differentiate into all cell lineages is adult stem cells? No, adult stem cells cannot differentiate into all lineages. Embryonic stem cells? Yes, this can be the right answer. Okay. Progenitor cells? No, progenitor cells are specific. Megakaryocytes? No, this is also wrong. So option B will be the right answer. Next, question number 31. In regard to cross-bridge power stroke, it is true that in concentric contraction, the CP power stroke pulls the actin filaments towards the center of the sarcomere, causing sarcomere shortening. Yes, option A is correct. Okay. In eccentric contraction, CB power stroke pushes the actin filament away from the center. No. In isometric contraction, the CB power stroke pulls the actin filament straight down, preventing the shortening or lengthening. No, this is also wrong. So option A will be the right answer. Remember students, whatever the type of contraction is, whether it is concentric, eccentric or isometric, always there will be the shortening of the sarcomere. Here you can see, here is the sarcomere length over here. And when the muscle is contracting, the length of the sarcomere gets shortened. Okay, so option A will be the right answer. Question number 32. Voldier's rings is a 1, 2, 3. Question number 32. What is Voldier's ring? Voldier's ring is a primary lymphoid organ? No. Secondary lymphoid organ? Yes. Option B is the right answer. So what is Voltaire ring? Voltaire ring is nothing but the tonsil that is present in our throat. Tonsil that is present in our throat is known as Voltaire's ring. Here you can see this portion. This portion is called the Voltaire's ring. If we zoom out this portion like this, we will find this area. This is the Voltaire's tonsillar ring or the Voltaire's ring. Okay, this region is rich in antigen. The portion that is rich in antigen, there the lymphocytes are actually trained, and that is why that area is known as secondary lymphoid organ. The portion where lymphocytes are formed, that is the primary lymphoid organ. Where they mature, they are known as secondary lymphoid organ. Next, question number 33. Phylogenetically, the oldest antibody is, answer will be IgM. Question number 34. Peptide binding cleft or groove of class 2 MSC molecules is formed by, here you can see in the diagram, when it is asked about class 2 MHC molecules, answer will be alpha 1 and beta 1. If it would have been asked about class 1 MHC molecule, your answer would be alpha 1 and alpha 2. But the question is asking about class 2 MHC molecule, then the answer will be alpha 1 and beta 1 domain. Next, question number 35. The decrease in response to repeated or continuous stimulation is called habituation. As we get habituated to something, we start reacting to it. This is what is asked in the question. This is a question from animal behavior. So habituation is the answer. So this is all about the answers from the question number 1 to 35 of the year 2022 of CPET examination. In a next video, that is in the part 2, we will continue this series and we will discuss from question number 36 to question number 70. So this is all for now. I hope you like the video. See you all in the part 2 of this series. Thank you all.